Hello, Storytime friends. Thank you so much for joining us for another lunch break Storytime this afternoon. I bet that you can guess what we're going to be talking about today from my outfit. I have my shamrocks and my rainbows up on my headband, and I have to get a little closer so you can see this guy. I have the maneke neko, the lucky cat, the Japanese lucky cat, on my sweater. We're going to be talking all about things that are considered lucky. I know that some of us this week are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, which is our shamrocks. That's our symbol for St. Patrick's Day, and that's our lucky four-leaf clover symbol. But there are so many other cultures around the world that have different good luck symbols, and we don't have to celebrate St. Patrick's Day to enjoy learning about all of those different cultures and all of the things that they consider lucky. So that's what we're going to learn about today. But before we learn about those things, we have to say hello to one another, right? We can't start Storytime without doing our Hello Friend song. Now, if you've joined us before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, this song is super easy to pick up, don't worry. This song has a few sign language words in it. So it has hello, which is just a little bit of a salute from the forehead, right? You tuck your thumb under your hand and keep the rest of your hand flat to do a little salute. Hello. Hello. And then friends. Now this sign is a little bit hard for our tiniest Storytime buddies, right? Because we're still developing those hand muscles. So we're still developing all our muscles when we're tiny, right? But especially those hand muscles, those real fine motor muscles there. So this one can be a little hard and takes a little bit of practice. But I bet that every week we are going to be getting a little bit better. We have our two pointer fingers separated out from the rest of our hand. Yeah, that's a little bit of a stretch there. You can feel it. Even us grown-ups can feel it a little bit if our hands are a little stiff in the morning or the afternoon. Separate out our pointer fingers, and just like real friends, oh, I can't wait for the day when we can do this again. They hug, right? They hug and they switch sides. That's how I remember this sign. That's how I remember the word for friends in sign language. Friends. Now, if you're ready with those two, especially if you've joined us before, I bet that you're ready with those two. You can add time, which is taking your hand flat and pointing at it like you're pointing at a watch that you're wearing on your wrist. Time. And you can add say, which is taking your hand flat and tapping it onto your chin. Now, I know that I'm at home, so I'm okay touching my face. That's why I don't have my mask on, right? Because I'm at home nice and safe with the people that I live with. But if you're out and about, or especially for us littlest friends, we're teaching them to keep the masks on and to not touch their faces. So it's okay if we just put our hand right in front of our chin, to say hello, right? To say the word say, right? Say. It's okay if we just put it right in front of our face instead of actually touching our face. All right, I think we're ready. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Oh my gosh, Storytime friends. I know that I can't really hear and see you because this is just a video, but I feel that through the magic of Storytime, I really can. I can feel you out there singing along with me. I hope that you are singing along, even if we think that we can't really carry a tune in a bucket, right? Grown-ups, it doesn't matter. Your kiddos can't tell, and they don't care. They just love having you sing along, play, and be silly with them during story time. Nobody can hear you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to sing along. All right, so I promised you that we would be talking all about things that are lucky, right? So we know that our shamrocks, our four-leaf clovers are lucky. Now that comes from the Irish and from the Gaelic culture, right? So it's believed that these little four-leaf clovers that you can find growing on the ground, they're actually very rare. So that's part of probably why people consider them lucky, is that you don't normally find a four-leaf clover. Normally you find a three-leaf clover, right? When you're out looking in the grass, normally our little shamrocks only have 3 leaves, but the 4-leaf clovers, those are the lucky ones, right? So some of the folk traditions in Ireland attribute that each leaf, right? So they say that each leaf, each of the 4, has a special magical lucky protection to it. So one of the leaves represents hope, right? When we feel excited about the future. One of the leaves represents faith, that we believe that things are going to be okay, right? That we believe in the future. One of them represents love. We all need that, don't we? And one of them represents luck, right? So that fourth leaf represents the luck that we're going to get if we find a four-leaf clover. Some Irish traditions also believed that the shamrock allowed the person holding it, the four-leaf clover allowed the person holding it to see fairies, to see magical fairies. And in Irish culture, fairies are not so fun. I know that we have a lot of really fun books. There's so many good ones at the library, all about fun fairies who are magical and silly. In Irish tradition, those fairies are not silly. They're kind of scary. So that four-leaf clover would protect you against them. So that's why it's lucky too. I know, isn't that so cool? Isn't it so cool to see how different places around the world think about the same things? Now, that is not the only lucky symbol around the world. No way, there are so many more. I have my little lucky cat, right? Should I get this a little closer? Take it off my sweater so I can show it to you a little bit closer. Well, let's see if I can get it off. There we go. Show it to you a little closer, right? That's our little lucky cat with the one paw waving. You might have seen this. You might have seen this out and about, especially in shops that are owned by Japanese Americans, right? In this country, you might have seen some. Our Maneke Neko, lucky cat, is a Japanese lucky symbol, right? It's supposed to bring protection, to keep you safe, right? And luck and fortune, right? Bringing in money and luck to the person that has one. So a lot of times at stores, because stores want to bring in lots of money and luck and protection, right? They have a little one of these guys in the front. Sometimes it might even be powered by some batteries, or it might be solar powered, and it might actually wave its little paw. I know, it's kind of hypnotizing when it waves its little paw back and forth. Sometimes I just stare at it. I have this pin, and I have a little solar powered lucky cat, a little solar powered Maneke Neko here at my house that I got when I was visiting Chinatown in San Francisco. So I can watch its little paw go forward and back, and it brings me some luck at my house. Let's see, let's grab some more other lucky symbols, What about these two? We have, should I bring it closer to the camera? A felt version of a penny. And we have a little bug. What bug is this? A ladybug. These are both lucky symbols too. So let's talk about our penny first. Have you ever heard the rhyme, find a penny, pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck, right? There's an old superstition. I know that's such a big grown-up word, isn't it? All that means is that it's something that people believe in that may or may not be accurate, right? It might not really give us good luck all day to pick up a penny that we find on the sidewalk or the street, but it might. We don't know. It might. That's what a superstition is, right? A belief in something we can't quite prove, but that we still believe in anyway. Yeah, so our pennies are considered good luck. It's considered good luck to find one on the sidewalk or on the street and to pick it up. We think that that might have come from the fact that a lot of ancient cultures believed that metals, like copper, that pennies are made out of, metals were protection against bad things happening to you. So the penny, since it's made of that metal, that copper, is considered lucky, right? Now our ladybugs, you might not have heard about this one. This is one of the new ones that I learned for Storytime when I was researching Storytime. Ladybugs are considered lucky in a lot of different cultures. In France and a lot of other European cultures, they are considered lucky if they land on you, right? So if a ladybug is flying around and it lands on you, that's supposed to be a symbol of good luck, that that person who found the little ladybug landed on them is going to have some good luck coming their way. Should we see some more? Good luck symbols? What about this one? Do you know what this one is? I bet our grown-ups know. Is it a horseshoe? Yeah, this is what we put on the bottom of a horse's hoof, right on the bottom of their feet, so that they can walk and their feet are protected. This is also made out of metal. This is usually made out of iron. And just like with our lucky penny, our iron was considered a metal that kept away bad things from happening. So that's why it's lucky. It also has 7 holes in the bottom, right? So when we attach it to the hoof, there are little holes that match up to the horse's hoof so we can put it on. And there are 7 holes in a horseshoe. And 7 in a lot of different cultures around the world is considered a lucky number. So that's another thing that makes our horseshoes lucky, right? That's another thing that makes them lucky. They're made of iron and they have 7 holes, right? Let's see something else that's lucky. Let's see something else that's lucky. I bet that you've seen this one before. I bet that you've seen this one before. Maybe not in real life, but I bet you've seen it in pictures. Is it a shooting star? A star that runs across the sky at night and looks like it's moving really, really fast. Now, a shooting star is considered to be something that you can make a wish on, right? When you see it in the sky, oh no, our shooting star. We should make a wish because it shot down to the ground there. We should make a wish. Our shooting star is considered lucky, so when we see one, we make a wish. Just like if we blow out a candle on a birthday cake, we make a wish and we hope that our wish is going to come true. Our shooting stars are considered to have a type of magic that grants you good luck and positive energy, right? And so that's why we make a wish and we hope that it comes true when we see one of these, when we see our shooting star. And then our last one, like we already talked about on my headband, our last one, our 4-leaf clover, right? So we have all these different good luck symbols. We have a 4-leaf clover. We have a ladybug, we have a penny, we have a horseshoe, and we have a shooting star. And we're gonna do all different rhymes with each of these things today. And if we don't get to all of them, don't worry, because we are also gonna put in the description for the video, the comments, our lucky, unlucky story time handout, right? Which has a bunch of different books about being lucky or being unlucky. Don't worry, they all turn out okay in the end. And a bunch of different rhymes with each of these lucky objects, right? And even some more on our handout there. So don't forget to download that when we're done enjoying story time together so that you can do these rhymes at home with your family anytime you like. Anytime you like. Should we do one with our shamrocks first? Since I have green on and I have shamrocks on my headband, I think maybe we should do one with our shamrocks first. Now this is a bit of a counting rhyme. Let's get all our shamrocks here. Get all our shamrocks set up for you guys so that you can see them in the camera. Now how many shamrocks do we have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 5 shamrocks. Now, if you want to hold up 5 fingers while we do this rhyme together, you can. Or you can just say the numbers with us. Or you can do it another way, whatever way makes sense to you. Maybe tapping your foot 5 times, maybe nodding your head 5 times. Whatever makes sense for you and your body. We're just happy you're participating. We don't care how you participate. Now this rhyme, and don't worry, I'm going to go ahead and put the lyrics in the comments for the video so that you have them. This rhyme is called 5 green shamrocks, right? We have 5, and we're going to take them away. We're going to subtract from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1 to no more shamrocks. 0 left. All right, are we ready? 5 green shamrocks growing outdoors. A lucky child named. Can you shout out your name? Oh my gosh, what a good idea. I'm going to just pause during that part of the rhyme so you can shout out your name for each of the verses. Or you can shout out maybe your grown-up's name or your sibling's name, because we do have 5 whole shamrocks. We wouldn't want to take all of them for ourselves. I'm going to pause during that part of the rhyme so that you can say your name or the name of someone you want to have one of these nice lucky shamrocks. 5 green shamrocks growing outdoors. A lucky child named picked one. And that left 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4 green shamrocks, green as can be. A lucky child named picked one, and that left. What happens if we take one away? How many are left? 1, 2, only 3. Can we show 3 fingers? 3 little shamrocks playing peekaboo. A lucky child named picked one, and then there were 2, right? 2 green shamrocks nodding in the sun. A lucky child named picked one, and that left. How many are left? Just 1, right? Just 1. 1 green shamrock ready for some fun. A lucky child named picked one, and then there were, how many? None. 0, right? Then there were none. Should we do that one more time, since that was a brand new rhyme for us? I know that whenever I learn a new rhyme, I have to have my lyrics right there ready with me, just like you guys. And it helps to do it more than once, that nice repetition. That's why I always say, go ahead and practice these at home too, because then we're gonna have those memorized. I bet we're gonna be able to do them off the cuff without our video, without our lyrics. You'll have them memorized, ready to go at any time that we need some rhyme in our life. Be ready with all 5 again. Show me 5 fingers, or nod your head 5 times. Say the word 5. 5 green shamrocks growing outdoors. A lucky child named picked one, and that left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green shamrocks, green as can be. A lucky child named picked one, and then there were 1, 2, 3. 3 green shamrocks playing peekaboo. A lucky child named picked one, and then there were 2. 2 and peekaboo rhyme so nicely, don't they? 2 green shamrocks nodding in the sun. A lucky child named picked one, and that left just 1. 1 green shamrock ready for some fun. A lucky child named picked it. And then there were, what rhymes with fun? None. There were 0. There were none left. Oh my gosh, you guys did such good jobs with your subtracting and with your rhyming. I cannot believe it. You are all Storytime experts out there. I don't know that you even need me. I just like to hang around with you. You're so good at these rhymes. I like to hang out with you guys. All right, now shamrocks, we remember, are not our only lucky thing. Should we get one of our other lucky things here to do another rhyme? Should we get our shooting star? Now, I think maybe I should shoot this star across the sky while we do this rhyme. Should I shoot this star across the sky like it's really moving? Like it's a real shooting star out in the night sky? I bet that you've heard this rhyme before. This rhyme is called Catch a Falling Star. And don't worry, the lyrics for this one are in the comments as well. But I bet that you're gonna pick it up nice and fast, and we will do it 2 times, just like with our 5 green shamrocks rhyme, so that you're for sure to get it. All right, are you ready? Should I do my shooting star? Shoo, shoo. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. Did you make a wish on your shooting star while you were singing the rhyme? I think that I made a wish. I think that I can tell you my secret wish. My secret wish is that everybody out there watching Storytime and their families are all staying nice and safe and healthy. That's my shooting star wish. You want to do the rhyme one more time? Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. Oh my gosh, you guys got it. Next time you look up in the sky at nighttime, I think that if you sing that rhyme, you might catch a peek of a shooting star. You might catch a peek of a real shooting star. Now, let's see, we've done shamrocks and we've done shooting stars. What about our lucky penny, right? Our lucky penny. Now, we do know the rhyme that goes with finding a lucky penny. But should we do our own little Storytime special rhyme with our lucky penny? Do you guys know the rhyme? I'm a little teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Tip me over and pour me out. Oh my gosh, that was the second verse. I already messed it up. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. There we go. Now the second verse. When I get all steamed up, watch me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. I knew there was a pour me out because out rhymes with spout, right? I knew there had to be the out. I just forgot the spout part. Now, if we know the tune to that rhyme, we already know the tune to this lucky penny rhyme. You're already one step ahead of the game because you know the tune. And the lyrics are going to be right in the comments again with our other lyrics. And it's a little bit shorter than our full teapot rhyme. It's just one verse, and it goes like this. Bring up our penny. I'm a lucky penny, copper, right? The metal is copper. Remember we talked about that. And what shape is our penny? What shape is our penny? Ooh, our penny's upside down. There we go. What shape is our penny? A circle, and a circle is a round shape, right? Round. I'm a lucky penny, copper and round. Look down and you might find me on the ground, right? And then for our second verse, should we sing the traditional rhyme for lucky pennies? Find a penny, pick it up, all the day you'll have good luck. Oh my gosh, you guys are ready. You guys are ready for our first and our second verses. I'm a lucky penny, copper and round. Look down and you might find me on the ground. Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. Oh my gosh, are you ready? Are you ready again to do it for our second time? I'm a little penny, copper and round. Look down and you might find me on the ground. Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. Oh my gosh, you guys are so good. You guys are such good rhymers. And we have found a lot of luck together today. We found some 4-leaf clovers. We found 5 whole 4-leaf clovers. That's pretty rare. We found a shooting star. We found a lucky penny. We have so many lucky things here today together. So I hope that that luck is going to be sent out there to all of our Storytime friends and their families. Now it's almost time for us to sing our goodbye song, but not quite. Not before we do our other thing that we do every single lunch break story time, besides our hello and goodbye songs, which is our imagination meditation, right? Now this, if you haven't joined us before, you're thinking, meditation, I don't know. I have a toddler. They're not going to sit for that. And that's just fine. They don't have to. That's why we do it every single week, right? We're going to do it 3 times together. And if you guys can only do it 1 time or half a time, that's just fine. I bet that you're going to get better and better every single week, just like with our rhymes, right? Now, what we imagine, because I know that it's really hard for me to try to meditate with my eyes closed and just sitting there and trying not to think about anything. There's too many thoughts up in my mind. So what we do instead is we imagine something. We focus, right? We focus our minds onto something that we imagine. It makes it a little bit easier to slow down. It makes us a little bit easier to clear our minds if we're focusing on one thing instead of trying to focus on nothing. What we do for our imagination meditation in lunch break story time is we pretend that we have a mug of something really hot, right? So some cocoa or some soup, or maybe for our grown-ups, some tea or coffee. And when something's really, really hot, but we want to take a sip, do we blow on it to cool it down? Right? We blow out our breath nice and slow. Then our soup or our coffee or our tea or our cocoa is ready to take a sip, right? So we do an inhale, a breath in. Pretend to take our sip and we let it out, right? We let it out as we feel our imaginary hot drink going into our throat and our chest and our tummy. We do that 3 times. So our pattern is out. Yeah, blow on that soup. In, take a sip, and out. Let it go, right? So we do that 3 whole times with our pattern. Out, in, out. All right, are we ready for our first time? Ready for a second time. And ready for our third time. How does your body feel? Does it feel any differently than when you started? I know my body always feels a little bit more jelly, right? Like a little spaghetti noodle or a little bowl of yummy jello. It just feels a little more wiggly, less tense, right? You know, sometimes we hold our stress and our worry in our bodies, and our bodies tense up, and we might get a little bit of a tummy ache, might get a little bit of a headache, right? We might feel some tightness in our jaw from clenching our jaw. And when we do our imagination meditation, we feel that release a little bit. We feel the difference, especially if we do it more and more over time. We can really start to tell the difference. And I know that even our littlest ones, during all of this stress, during all of this change that we're all going through, we think that they might not be noticing, but they are. Even if they don't have the words to tell us how they're feeling, their bodies are feeling different, and something like this can really help them figure out how to control those feelings, how to relax out of those feelings that sometimes really build up over time, right? Really build up over a day. It's a nice one to take a little bit of a break when we feel a tantrum coming on, maybe when we see that our kiddo is starting to get frustrated or scared or angry. We can pull out this imagination meditation just for a few seconds and see if that might help alleviate and avoid some of those darker, harder, sadder feelings, right? All right, now it really is time for us to sing goodbye. Before we sing goodbye, don't forget that all of our Storytime videos, not just this one, are available in our videos playlists on Facebook and on YouTube, whichever way you prefer to watch your videos. So you can fast forward and rewind. You can watch ones over and over again that you really love, and they're all labeled too. So this one's going to be labeled Lucky, right? So you know which each story time is about without having to go through the whole video. So if you have a favorite story or a favorite topic that we want to listen to again and again, you know just where to go. Grown-ups, this is such a great way to take a little bit of a break if you need it, right? If you need to get something done, you can put on our playlist and have it autoplay from video to video, right? So that your kiddos are for sure having some fun, learning some things, doing some really great brain development exercises, all while you get what you need to get done, right? All right, now it's time to sing goodbye. And our goodbye song is the exact same as our hello song, except for instead of hello, we say goodbye in sign language, which is just taking our hand flat and closing it. Goodbye. All the rest of our signs and the lyrics are the same. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. say goodbye, Storytime friends. I miss you so very much. I'm thinking of you all the time, and we will be able to see each other for Storytime soon. I know it feels like forever. It feels like that for me too. And I'm so glad that we're able to have these virtual story times together in the meantime. So that we can still be connected to one another. Mwah.